Willowbrook High School was the epitome of small-town normalcy. Its red brick building stood proud against the horizon, a beacon of education and teenage angst. But within its walls lay a dark history, one that was rarely spoken of and often dismissed as urban legend. In the 1980s, during the annual Spring Fling Dance, tragedy struck. A fire broke out in the gymnasium, claiming the lives of several students. The cause of the fire was never determined, but rumors circulated about a malfunctioning light fixture, a cigarette carelessly discarded, or something more sinister. Since that night, students swore the school was haunted, though no one had ever proved it. Years later, in the present day, the school had long since rebuilt and moved on, though the memory of the fire lingered in the form of whispers and ghost stories. A new batch of students, excited and carefree, prepared for their own spring fling. Among them was Lily, a junior who loved the thrill of dance and the promise of an unforgettable night. The evening started like any other school dance. The gym was decorated with streamers and balloons, and the music blared as students danced and laughed. Lily, dressed in a stunning blue dress, felt a sense of anticipation and excitement. But as the night progressed, a strange feeling settled over her. The air grew colder, and she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Midway through the dance, the lights flickered, plunging the gym into brief darkness. Nervous laughter filled the air as the lights came back on. But something had changed. Lily noticed a group of students she didn't recognize, dressed in outdated clothes, standing near the edge of the dance floor. Their expressions were blank, almost lifeless. Lily approached her best friend Sarah, pointing out the strange group. Sarah shrugged it off, saying they were probably just students from another school. But Lily couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. As she watched the group, one of the girls, with long dark hair and a sad expression, locked eyes with her. Lily felt a chill run down her spine. The music suddenly changed to an old haunting melody that seemed out of place for a high school dance. The air grew colder still, and a thick fog began to roll in, seeping through the cracks in the gymnasium doors. The strange students moved onto the dance floor, their movements slow and deliberate, as if trapped in a time long past. Lily's heart raced as she realized these weren't students from another school. They were the ghosts of those who had died in the fire. Panic set in as she tried to warn the others, but her voice was drowned out by the eerie music. The gym doors slammed shut, trapping everyone inside. The room grew colder and the fog thickened, obscuring everything. Lily could hear whispers all around her, voices from the past crying out in pain and sorrow. The ghostly students reached out to their living counterparts, their cold hands sending shivers through everyone they touched. In the chaos, Lily felt a hand grip her own. She turned to see the dark-haired girl staring at her with pleading eyes. "Help us," she whispered, her voice echoing with despair. Summoning her courage, Lily nodded and followed the ghostly girl through the fog. They reached the back of the gym where an old rusted door stood. The girl pointed to it, and Lily understood. This was where the fire had started, and where the spirits were trapped. With a deep breath, Lily pushed open the door, revealing a dark, charred room. The air was thick with the smell of smoke and ash. She stepped inside, feeling the weight of the past pressing down on her. The ghostly students followed, their forms shimmering in the dim light. Lily found a dusty old fire extinguisher in the corner. She picked it up, aiming it at the remnants of the fire that had once consumed the room. As she pulled the trigger, the spirits began to fade, their whispers turning to sighs of relief. The fog lifted, and the gym doors creaked open. The living students, dazed and confused, slowly made their way outside. Lily stood in the doorway of the charred room, watching as the last of the spirits vanished, their faces finally at peace. The dance was over, but the memory of that night would linger in Willowbrook High School forever. Lily'd uncovered the truth and freed the spirits, but the legend of the last school dance would live on, a chilling reminder of the past that refused to be forgotten.